Hello, I am Nicholas Webb. So, I've mentioned a few times that I'm a Megaman Legends fan, and I would like to take this moment to talk about the movement. Which the main one right now is 100,000 strong to bring back Megaman Legends 3, the Get Me Off the Moon. But I'm hearing a new one of somebody I know is going to start doing another one, and it's mainly because they had disagreements with the leadership of the group, which happens. This movement is about love of a game that showed us so much joy. It helped bring one of our favorite characters into the third dimension in a very fun and playful way. And the game was good to boot. I mean, it was a great game. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So here's where I'm at. We don't need to be squabbling between any factions or whatever. This is about love, and the second we forget that, the second we give up. We can't just go around saying, bad-mouthing the leadership or the actions of one group or the other, because as soon as we do that, it's an attack on the whole movement. It jeopardizes everything. We can't just go around and bad-mouth each other. That has to stop. And if we do that, I mean, we might as well just forget it and go on home, leave the groups and everything, because we're going to keep fighting. What's going to happen? Who's CampCon going to listen to? They're not going to be happy about us, trying to, we have two different groups and they're warring. CampCon just sits back and has to say, why should we listen to one or the other if they're always fighting? So my thoughts right now is everybody needs to just not say anything negative about the other group, because if you do, you're hurting both groups. Because you take a pop shot at another person, you're taking a pop shot at all of the Legends fandom, and that's not what's needed. We need to be united. Even if we're separate, we need to try and make things better. Try and show that what we want is what we want. If we start fighting amongst each other, we're screwed. For lack of a better word, we're not going to get it, because CampCon's going to be like, well, why should we try to placate to these groups when they're so volatile against each other? We might as well just leave around and let them battle amongst each other until everyone gets tired or something. It's kind of hard to show that what we actually want, and we're the type of people they need to listen to if we're taking pop shots at each other, because it's kind of like we hit the other people, we're hitting ourselves too. So I'm part of 100,000 K, but I know the people in the other group, two of them, and I don't think they're bad people. I've questioned their choices. The same thing is true with the people in the 100,000 K, but that's just because I'm more caring about what needs to happen. So we don't need to be fracturing ourselves with our brothers in the movement. 100,000 strong is the first one, basically. And the other one is just trying to continue on to that, trying to continue on what we're doing in a different set of actions. And I just want to make sure this goes to both ends, because I don't really know what the name of the other group is, but we both need to just, let the other be, and let us work together for the single goal. Because the last thing we need to do is start fight. I mean, that's the last thing. If anything happening between the two groups, it needs to be cooperation. Otherwise, nothing. And that's how I feel about it. And I don't want this to become a fiasco. I don't want to lose our chances because we're not getting along with people that share our love. Because this movement isn't about necessarily just the game, but it's about love of a game, love of a story, and a story that shows quite a bit of heart. And if you're showing heart, then there's no point. I mean, you shouldn't be hurting anyone, because all you're doing is you're showing heart. So this is how I feel. And I will not be happy if I hear about people fighting amongst themselves anymore. I don't want to hear it. Y'all keep it behind closed doors if you must, but I'd prefer you not to do it at all, because I don't want to see this movement fail because we couldn't keep it together. And that's it right there. We need to be responsible for how we handle things. So here's hoping that we can make a better Legends, get them to make Legends, because I'm tired of, not being able to play through the game. And I'm just going to say it. My first thing I think we need to do for us in the United States, get the 2 Legend games available on whatever systems we can. Well, 3 Legend. Let's get them. I mean, that's what we probably should be pushing for, is to try to get those games put onto the systems we want. Like, download for the PlayStation, get them to give us some version, and then do a modification of that version for like the 3DS and stuff, just so we have the games to play. And once that happens, I think the movement will start picking up. But we need to get off our tushes and just try to make things better, and no fighting between us, because this is all about love, not who's doing what. So let's all try to either work together or not impede the people who are working. So that's my message, and that's what I'm hoping people will take from it. So, alright everyone, we gotta keep doing awesome things. And here's hoping we'll see some movements in the game real soon. Thank you.